Don't get on my nerve already now. Shit. Hello YouTube, it's Kevin and Mikkel. We are from Hollywood, back to the famous dining room. Hope you all are doing well. I hope you guys enjoyed the previous video. I'm sorry that we didn't talk about the Grammys. Some people was reading us because we didn't talk about the Grammys, but we did not watch the show, meaning that we can't comment on, well, I watched some of the show. I didn't watch the whole show. So that means we can't comment on everything. Sorry. But what I want you guys to do is start this video off by pressing the thumbs up like button. Please share this video on Facebook and Twitter. Please. It only takes 5 seconds just to share it on Facebook and Twitter if you're already logged in on Twitter and Facebook. Now we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
P.S. That noise that you hear in the background, I know I'm in North Philly and no, it is not gunshots. It's actually the drill team across the street from Kevin's house. You know, the weather, it's like 70 degrees today in Philly, and so you know when the weather breaks, black people go crazy. You know, I walked past a house today that was barbecuing in February. Like, come on, black people, we got to do better than that. But anyway, the drill team's out there practicing, so if y'all hear that noise, it's not anybody shooting, trust me, or I would not be here. Shade, but I wouldn't. Yeah, what you want to start off with?
Oh yeah, I'm going to start this video off by saying that today is Friday, which means it is payday. And since you just got paid today, especially if you're a Janet stan, I'm going to need you to sit $20 to the side and go pick up Janet Jackson's new book, The True You, A Journey into Finding and Loving Yourself. Now, I haven't finished this book yet. I just started this book. I'm loving it so far. And Janet is not, you know, holding back. She's being very, very honest in this book. And in the back of the book, it has some recipes. So if you're a cook and you love Janet Jackson, then you need to pick up this book.
Well, let me ask you a question. Is it a book that, is it like an autobiography or a memoir? Or what kind of book is it?
It's just her detailing her story about her body image. Like,
so she wrote it and not somebody writing it for her?
She wrote it.
Okay.
And you know she wrote it with somebody else.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I thought, at first I thought it was, no, I didn't really think that. But for those people who, because I already knew that she, you know, had a part in writing it. But for those people who don't know, some people may have thought that was a new book about Janet Jackson that somebody wrote about her, but she actually took part in writing it.
This is Janet, yes.
Okay.
She's been on Piers Morgan. She's been on CNN Headline News.
She's been promoting the
Dateline NBC. She better do it while she's overseas.
on, I think, the Home Shopping Network, if I'm not mistaken, or was it HLN?
HLN, Headline News.
Yeah, that's not Home Shopping. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say, like, damn, she better do it up.
No,
but that is a good look. I think that some people do need to go on Home Shopping Network and QVC to sell an album or whatever. I think that would be really different. But yeah, make sure y'all pick up Janet Jackson's new book. And I finally found her star at 1500 Vine Street. It was right across from Borders. I was so happy. I took a picture with the book and the star.
And it was also right across the street from our new hangout spot,
yes,
Cookies and Cream. Shout out to
Cream.
Cookies and Cream. It's a new ice cream parlor. What was it on, Hollywood and Vine?
Yeah, 1500 Vine. It's right next to Borders.
Right next to Borders. It's called Cookies and Cream. They just opened up. Kevin, Tamar, and myself, we sat in there and we had milkshakes and we had cookies and it was just so good. And we were the only ones in there, and we were taking pictures with the owner and stuff. So if you guys live in Hollywood, or if you visit Hollywood and you want some ice cream, some good ice cream, some good soft cookies or milkshakes, go to Cookies and Cream. It's on 1500 Vine in Hollywood, California, right next to Borders. Is that enough Janet talk? No, I'm okay. Okay,
you had the nerve.
Can we talk about the nerve? Can we talk about? Yeah, I tried it. Can we talk about Little Kim? Okay, because
all you bitches are my pets.
I keep a tight lead. Whatever she said.
Around the neck.
Around the neck.
In case a bitch wanna bite, take him straight to the vet. Throw him to sleep like they had a Xanax. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?
Little Kim. What are you talking about? How many syllables is that? What are you talking about?
I lost count. I'm gonna guess 9. No. What are you talking about?
You talking about Little Kim? I don't understand. Because you know, last year or 2 years ago, whenever this beef started between her and Nicki Minaj, you know, I was not necessarily taking sides, but I was leaning towards Little Kim.
Yeah.
You know, And then I started leaning to Nicki because I said, you know, Little Kim, you know, how many times do you want Nicki Minaj to keep paying homage to you? Like, the girl's done it already, let it be. Now Little Kim has just gone off into the deep end. That she is going to the part of the ocean that nobody dares swim in because it's like, we all know it's not safe. Little Kim, who is helping you write these lyrics? You know, I thought Nicki Minaj's lyrics were worse. You talking about all these bitches are my pets? I have no idea. First of all, I have no idea who you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea if you even know what's going on. Like, I'm sure when Nicki Minaj and her team heard this, they were laughing their asses off.
Like everybody else.
Like everybody else. Like, how can you even take something like that serious? If I was Nicki Minaj, I wouldn't even respond back. You know what I would do? If I was Nicki Minaj, I would respond back with a parody of your song.
I want Nicki Minaj to just keep doing and Nicki Minaj. Okay?
Because Little Kim is...
Let me tell you something. Little Kim is still explaining her story about how she was going to be signed to Cash Money.
Yeah.
And how they had a song on iTunes, her and Nicki Minaj with Baby. And everyone was feeling Lil Kim more than Nicki Minaj. So they took Little Kim off the song. And, you know, they kept pushing Nicki Minaj out there. And Lil Kim knew it was shade, you know, whatever. And then now she's feel like, you know, Nicki Minaj was always taking these subliminal shots at Kim. And,
it's
it's clear. Come on.
Yeah, but...
If red is red, blue is blue, as blue as my shirt. We know that Nicki Minaj copied you, okay? We know that. Now that she copied you, you said what you had to say about it. She said what she had to say about it. Now, bitch, come on out with something else. You want to throw shade at each other? Okay, that's fine. That's what women, that's what they do.
Yeah.
In hip-hop. We know y'all got beef, but you still coming at her. That bitch is not even worried about you. She just got a platinum album. She's the #2 rap female on Billboard. You're claiming to be...
You're claiming to be... Claiming.com to be number one
on PayPal when they don't have... Excuse me. Can we say that site one more time?
PayPal.com.
PayPal.com. Not iTunes. Not Zoom. Not even YouTube.
But PayPal, mind you, PayPal is where I went last year to put payments on my hotel for Sizzle. Every month, I clicked on PayPal.com to put a down payment on my hotel at Sizzle. Would you like me to put a down payment on your album? $1 a month?
Girl,
are you serious?
If Joe Work... and Candy, Sweet Addictions, and Quadir can get songs on iTunes. Ain't no fucking way you no reason why you ain't selling no album on iTunes. Little Kim, you are disgracing your legacy. I'm over you.
All these bitches are my pets. I wonder if she's talking about cats or dogs.
Okay.
Little Kim, you know what? And she's selling on PayPal for $10, right?
Yes.
$10.
And she's still not pocketing all the money because you know PayPal takes their cut. So I don't still understand why she didn't put it on iTunes. And girl, since you sold $13,000, I need to be like Whitney, bitch.
Little Kim did what?
I need her to show me the motherfucking receipts. I need some receipts, okay? I know it's Dustin's. Oh, these my receipts. I need to see some goddamn receipts.
Kimberly Jones.
Girl, 113,000 copies. I know ain't nobody checking for you like that. No. I don't even hear your song on the radio. They don't even play Black Friday. If you were that much in demand, Kim,
yes.
Black Friday would be #1. And if Chris Brown got singles off a mixtape hitting #1 and selling on iTunes, girl, and where are you? Look at me now. Look, I'm getting paper. You sold 113. Girl. Kimmy Blanco.
I got one thing to say. Don't do it.
The nerve to say the #1 selling artist on PayPal like that is an accomplishment. Now, girl, I don't want to go there.
Tamar,
let me tell you something.
Tamar, how dare you ask? Is that a good thing? When we went to the car, you gonna say, "Well, is there something wrong?" Yes, there's something wrong. Child, Tamar. Now you
Tony ever put an album on PayPal?
If somebody called me and told me that Beyonce Beyonce's album was on PayPal. The first thing I say is, not my Beyonce. Because the Beyonce I know ain't putting nobody's album on PayPal. Or I'm going to call her, I'm going to call Ty, I'm going to call Michelle and say, what the fuck is going on? Okay.
I'm sweating.
It won't be my Beyonce putting no album on PayPal. Okay?
Little Kim.
Little Kim. Girl, this deserves, I haven't said it in a while, but you know what, Little Kim? You earned this one. This is the first official Bye Girl, Fly Girl of 2011, okay? You earned that one. You earned it. She did.
Little Kim. And we're going to email you.
And we're going to email you.
We see your email on Twitter. We want you on the show.
We want you on the
Scorpion. Show us the receipts.
Show us the receipts and give the viewers a private
give them what they want. Yeah.
Give them a performance.
Oh my God, that fucking picture you showed me on that plane. Somehow she was going to be performing in markets all over the United States.
Sponsored by City Trends and Combat.
Okay, and special artist Ciara. Girl.
Speaking of
Ciara. Let's get into this letter she put on Facebook. I'm gonna try to skim through it. This week there has been a buzz over the rumor that I've been dropped from my label. At this point,
well, don't skim through it. First, you gotta let them know this is a letter to her fans stating that
Facebook.
She wants her label to drop her because she feels as though they're not supporting her. And this is what she posted on Facebook for those of you that don't know. This is the letter she posted to her fans. Go ahead.
She said, okay, at this point that rumor is false. It is true that I have asked and prayed that my label will release me. I've had some great times and successes with my label, but sometimes, like all great things, I'm at that point. It's at that point where I feel we don't share the same views on who I am as an artist. The past 2 albums have been very frustrating for me. At times, there were songs I chose to lead a project, and it was ignored. This project even tried to get me that started, girl. I don't know why, but I spent tens of thousands of my own money, only to hear the radio PDs tell me my label didn't want the song played. I even spent hundreds and thousands of dollars out of my pocket on the video to bring my vision to it, and still no label support. I do understand that some labels are not financially supporting their artists, and I have become one of them. And why? I'm asking why. You, my fans, know that I strive to do my best to deliver my... I strive to do my best to deliver... So, girl, bye.
Yes, to deliver my... I guess that's supposed to be to deliver my all to you. The best songs and creative vision of possible.
Okay. I'm dedicated to my music performance and to... Girl, we reading too much.
Ciara. First, can I say this? Clearly, this is a letter that she wrote herself and not having a publicist wrote this. Because when I skimmed through it, I said, wait, where are all the corrections in this? So clearly she wrote it herself. No shade, but I mean clearly she wrote it herself. Ciara...
I don't know. You know what? I don't know what to say about this.
You know what, Ciara? You know what? I'm going to just say this. It has been clear to a lot of us, except for some of your fans, I noticed. But it's been clear to a lot of us early on that you and your label should have already parted ways. A lot of people were saying this before your album Basic Instinct came out last December, and a lot of people who said it were being called haters and were saying, oh, y'all just hating on her. But the truth of the matter is, yeah, and it even caused Kevin to get blocked on Twitter by you, Ciara, when he told you that you should leave your label because they weren't doing anything for you, and you, Ciara, decided to block him for saying that to you. And now 2 months later, you come out with this letter saying that you are waiting for your label to drop you, somewhat of the same thing that Kevin was telling you. You know what, Ciara? Maybe you should start listening to your real fans and not those fans who say, oh, Ciara, you're the best and you can do no wrong and da-da-da-da-da and ding-dong Dixie. You know, Ciara, maybe you should have waited to release Basic Instinct this year. Maybe you should have waited to do that. So then maybe your label would have been on board with you and would have given you more support. Maybe that would have been the more conscious thing to do. Instead of releasing an album, like Kevin said, that didn't even sound as if it should have even been released when it was released. You know, a lot of us said this, your album is a really good album and the songs are really good, but it's like, these are not songs that you want to listen to in the dead of winter. Like, you can't go in your car and roll down the windows in December and January and blast Give Me That and Ride. These are songs that should have been It should have been out either in the summer or this summer or spring coming up. Like,
but mind you, girl, you spending all of this money on the promotion of your CD and your videos, but for months until I tweeted you, even though I was still blocked because the girls retweeted it. You still had on your on your Twitter, the album coming out August the 22nd. After the album was released in December.
After the album was released all of this money. After the album was released in December, on her Twitter, it still said August
2nd with the picture as her default.
So she didn't even know when her album was coming out, and even when it did come out, she still had the wrong
Ciara needs a whole revamp.
Like, she needs a whole revamp. She needs a whole new team. She needs to start over from scratch. And for those of you that are watching this video and are Ciara fans, you need to listen to what we are saying. We are not throwing shade. We are saying Ciara needs to revamp and start all over again. Because she is an artist that can be successful. But for some odd reason, the people around her don't see it. And clearly, she's not seeing it because it's taken her all the way until now, February, to realize that she and her label are not on the same page.
She should have released that letter after the first week's sales, when it sold only 36,000 copies.
Behind Carrie Hilson. Which I will say again, someone who had almost next to no promotion the weeks leading up to the release of her album. Tank sold more than Ciara. And Tank,
and nobody promoted Tank. And I bought Tank and Candy album because it came out on the same day, but I ain't buy Ciara because y'all know why. But I still love it though. One day we're gonna talk.
One day we'll talk. One day we'll sit down and talk when she stops rolling her eyes at Kevin.
Making me drop shit,
Making him all nervous. I'm still mad that you got nervous because she rolled her eyes at you. Like, please. She would have rolled her eyes at me, I'd have been just like this.
I don't know who, like I said, I'm not going to start.
Oh, okay, because I am from North Philly. I may not live in North Philly now, but I am from North Philly, 8th and Jefferson. Don't get it the fuck twisted. Miss Gimme That. I give it to you all right.
Speaking of another artist, Fantasia boycotted the Grammys because she felt she should have been a part of this tribute to Aretha Franklin.
Yeah.
Now, even though you weren't picked because you're losing jobs to Jennifer Hudson, let's keep it real, I still think that because you were nominated and you've never won a Grammy, even though your category wasn't televised, you should have been there to accept your Grammy. You don't let somebody else stop you from getting what's yours. I don't give a damn if they asked Lady Gaga to perform for Aretha Franklin and you sat in the audience. So what? You didn't get picked. Were you mad when when Jennifer Hudson was singing your song to Oprah? I was kind of mad. But you got to look at what's going on around you. Sometimes people don't want you to do things because of what's going on in your personal life, which I still say your personal life shouldn't affect your professional life, but sometimes it do, and right now it's happening. Look at all the good things happening with Jennifer Hudson. Like, you're going to lose a lot of jobs, even though you perform better.
I agree. I think that was somewhat selfish on Fantasia's part not to do that. And apparently she said that she did her own little special tribute to Aretha in her house, in her kitchen, or somewhere.
But girl, how many tributes you done did to Aretha Franklin?
Yeah, like...
You done sang on American Idol. You done sang here. You done sang there.
Like, Fantasia, I understand. I understand how you feel when you say you were upset that the Grammys did not invite you to perform. Because let me tell you something. If somebody somewhere was having some type of celebration for my girl and I wasn't asked to be a part of the whole speaking part of the celebration, like speaking and honoring my girl, I would be kind of upset too, because I think I'm, for the most part, are one of the most visible fans out there on the net. A lot of people do know who I am. Even my girl. But that would not stop me from attending the ceremony. Even though I'm not a part of it, that still wouldn't stop me from attending. So I think that was kind of selfish on Fantasia's part not to go. And like, didn't she win a Grammy?
She did.
See, and you won, and you weren't even there to. That's the sad part about it. So you let a tribute to Aretha Franklin stop you from
getting the Grammy.
Getting your
in music.
And who's to say if you're gonna ever win one again?
Ask Mariah, because it took her 15 years to win another Grammy.
Okay. Moving along.
Why did I want to say .com after you said moving along?
You should.
Go. I know you had your subjects and stuff.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, okay. Let me just get this one off. Neo Autotune. Listen, people's gonna use Autotune. There's nothing you can do to stop the people from using Autotune. If they get a hit by singing on Autotune, that's on them, Neo. Stop. I just wish that people stop slamming the people that use Autotune. We are in an industry now where this right here don't count no more. You gotta have the look. You gotta carry a tune. You gotta know how to dance, and as long as you have that, you're fine. Like, stop coming at these people, Neo.
Well, I disagree with you, and I agree with Neo, because Neo, when he explained it, he made a very good point. Autotune in its originality was not to be used throughout an entire song.
Yeah,
it was used for vocalists when they were unable to reach a certain climax when they were performing, to use it, not to use Autotune throughout the whole entire song, which we have seen from certain singers, T-Pain, and we've seen from other certain singers, Rihanna. We have seen this, and Britney Spears, but Britney Spears is not really considered a singer. But I totally agree with Neo, and I don't have a problem with Neo coming out and saying that, because Neo is a singer. He may not be the best singer out there, but he is a singer, and so he's not saying anything malicious. I think what he's saying is, look, you guys, it's okay to use Autotune, but don't overdo it the way a lot of artists have been doing it. And he made a very good point. Some of these artists use Autotunes on their song, and you don't even realize that it's even them that you're listening to. It's like, what the hell is this? Like, are you serious? Like, are you really going to Autotune your whole album?
Sometimes to me, Autotune makes it sound better.
Yeah, but I mean how is that fair that you have somebody like Fantasia get up on the stage and sing her ass off, and then you got somebody like Britney Spears come right behind her and Autotune the whole song, and then people give Britney Spears the standing ovation, but they forget Fantasia. It's like, are you serious?
Dear Neo and Jay-Z, you can't knock the hustle, baby.
Well, it's not.
Don't knock the hustle.
No. Don't
knock the hustle.
No. Hold on. Because Jay-Z said death of Autotune, meaning he doesn't want the people to use it. Neo didn't say get rid of Autotune. He said just stop using it to make an entire song.
Same thing.
And I agree with him.
Don't knock the
There's
hustle.
nothing wrong with using Autotune, like Neo said. Just don't make a whole song out.
But look, okay, I don't care. I want a whole song. You can auto-tune it. I can sing it.
I said this before, and I'll say it again. I said it before, and I'll say it again. If my girl ever comes out with a song where it is entirely auto-tuned, oh, best believe you're going to hear it from me.
Well, but the point is, why would you go up when we know she can sing?
Yeah, that's the thing. And why would you use auto-tune? Why would you use auto-tune through a whole song when you can sing?
Because sometimes
isn't that being lazy? No. Isn't that being lazy? Oh, that's not being lazy?
No, it's not. Sometimes
when you can sing and project your voice and give feeling and soul to your voice to your audience, and you opt out and use auto-tune for the whole entire song, that's not being lazy?
Sometimes it just makes a song sound better.
I'll ask you this again. That's not being lazy?
No, it's not. Some people sound good with it being auto-tuned.
It's not about sounding good. It's about being lazy.
It's not being lazy because they auto-tune a certain part of a song.
Okay, so I'm trying to. You know what? I want to use an example for. I can't find a good example for YouTube. So
no, I mean, but some people. Listen, some people be going off just because somebody use auto-tune and so. Oh, she can sing. Why is Mary doing auto-tune? And why is Jennifer doing auto-tune? And why? Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? Sometimes auto-tune make a song sound much better. Now, a bitch like Kesha, that's a talking bitch. She's not singing, to me. She's not singing. And yes, everything is auto-tune. But I can't knock her hustle.
Well, nobody's not.
But I cannot wait for the day where we get the real singers to get back up on the Grammy stage and perform. Because there's no reason why there shouldn't have been no R&B showcase at the Grammys. But they didn't do anything R&B at the Grammys.
But how can you ask for real singers to get back on the Grammy stage, but yet you're praising the auto-tuners?
Because what I'm saying, I'm not praising them, but what I'm saying is we are in a new era.
But then you said, oh, wait a minute. So then, okay, right before you started with this Neo thing, you said we are in a new era, and I guess auto-tune's taking over because nobody's looking for real singers anymore. So that means that in the future we're not gonna have real singers on the Grammy anymore. So you asking, you saying that you can't wait for new singers that's not gonna happen. You know why? Because you said it yourself. Nobody's not looking for this anymore. They're not looking for that anymore. You said it yourself.
Yeah,
so how can you expect to see singers at the Grammys
because maybe there will be somebody that just.
Well, then maybe they should stop auto-tuning a whole entire song. I don't want to hear 3 or 4 minutes.
I don't want to see the death of auto-tune.
I don't want to see the death of auto-tune either, and neither does Neo. Neo just said you need to use auto-tune when it's needed, not through a whole song, because it's not needed through a whole song.
Well, you know what, Neo, that's your opinion, but don't knock the hustle.
Well, he's not knocking the hustle. I think if anybody was knocking the hustle, it's Jay-Z.
I need some more water.
You know, it's Jay-Z knocked the hustle. Even though I kind of agree with Jay-Z, he was the one that was mostly knocking it because he said death of auto-tune. Neo's not saying death of auto-tune. He's just saying use it when it's needed. Shout out to my cousin Neo.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Shout out to my cousin Neo.
Just raping everybody out there.
I got your back, Neo. What's his name?
Schaefer. Hi, Schaefer.
Schaefer.
You know, I want one of them Schaefer checks. I know that. Let's write a song, Schaefer.
Yes, okay. I want one of them too. Halle Berry and her ex.
Yes, it's getting real nasty.
And her ex-boyfriend / baby daddy / whatever the hell he wants
to. Her baby daddy.
So you know they are now going through this whole custody battle with their daughter. I guess he wants to have full custody of her now, and you know Halle Berry has the full custody. And now Halle Berry has canceled. She was about to start making a movie, but she's canceled. She
canceled the movie, but now she's going back to the movie.
Yeah, she's canceled the movie, and she is going back to it now.
She's going back to the movie because according to TMZ, he dropped the charges against one in full custody of the baby. This whole thing is a legal mess.
This is my thing. I said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't like it when couples, especially high-profile couples, but couples in general, when they go out in the public and they start airing their dirty laundry. I don't like it. Like, I don't like to see. I have friends, and I call these friends, and some of you who are watching this video, you know exactly who you are because I've called you. I've called some of y'all. When y'all break up with your boyfriends, and then you get on Twitter and Facebook, oh, I can't stand you. I'm so better off without you. And then I'll call them and I'll say, you know, first of all, why are you doing that? What is going on between you and that person should be between you and that person. Not you, me, that person, and the rest of the world. But it's my Twitter. Yeah, it is your Twitter. But you need to know a fine line of what to put on Twitter and what not to put on Twitter. Because then you got those same people who will go, when somebody says something to them, oh, you need to mind your business. Well, how can they mind their business when you're airing your business out there for them to mind? And then you tell them, oh, well, you need to mind your business. No, stop every time you get dumped by somebody, you go on a Twitter and Facebook and say, oh, I can't stand you. I'm so better off without you. I just hate that. And when this whole Halle Berry and Gabriel Aubry thing popped off, I was like, you know, it's getting nasty, especially the part where her friends came out and said that he was
doing all of this,
calling her the N-word, and saying that he was an undercover racist, and the ex-girlfriend of his came out and said that he was an undercover racist, you know, and it was just really, really crazy. And then, you know, his people came out and said that Halle Berry was crazy. It was like, stuff like that is not helping anybody, especially not your daughter. Can you imagine when your daughter gets older and she's able, you know, and see this stuff on the internet? Like, come on, like, I just hate when
y'all have to do a lot better.
Yeah, Halle Berry, you're smarter than that, and I'm sure Gabriel's smarter than that too. You're not. I don't want to read stuff like that when I go on the internet. That's why I skip past stuff like that. I don't want to read it. It's because it's horrible, and I feel sorry for your daughter because when she gets older, I'm sure she is going to come across some of this stuff. I'm sure she is. But you wanted to say something to Neo.
Oh, yeah. Well, Michaela and I have been getting hammered about this girl. About Neo canceling.
All day on Facebook?
Yes. Listen, this is my thing, okay? Neo canceled a show due to him recording his album. I guess it's that good that he had to cancel 3 shows. Neo, I'm not buying that only because you can have a studio in your tour bus. You can go on stage for 2 hours, do a show, and then get back into your bus and write and sing at the same time. I just not believe in that, and I don't think that's right to cancel 3 shows because you're recording the album. You knew that you were recording the album before you went to do these shows, and you are upsetting your fans that spent their money, who bought hotel rooms, who might have bought flights, bus trips, and all of that, and they can't get their money back because you feel that the dynamic of your album is so dynamic that you had to cancel these shows. I don't think it's right to your fans, and you shouldn't have done that.
Well, can I say this? First of all, he didn't cancel, he postponed.
Same thing.
No, it's not the same thing, because when you cancel...
It's canceled to another date.
It's postponed to another date. When you cancel something, that means that you're not planning on giving them another date. That's first and foremost. I think we should be clear about that. Secondly, I don't have a problem with an artist postponing something. As long as they give you... First of all, I commend Neo, because not only did he postpone the dates, but he gave a reason to why he was doing it. Where you have some people who cancel and don't give you a reason why they're even doing it. Okay? Give Neo a little credit, because he could have postponed and said, oh, well, and gave you that flimsy excuse of, oh, personal business, like, you know, some of these celebrities do. But he said, okay, I'm trying to focus on his next album. I don't see anything wrong with that. And, okay, you say that some celebrities have studios on their tour bus. Okay, well, just because what's good for this artist, he may not want to work like that. He may not be one of those celebrities who works from a tour bus.
I'm not feeling that.
What do you mean you're not feeling?
I'm just not feeling. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, let's just be clear. Neo did not cancel. He postponed. And let's also be clear that I commend Neo because, like I said before, some artists cancel and don't give you an explanation of to why it is that they cancel. Okay, so Neo, big ups to you for not only postponing, because postponing and canceling are 2 different things.
So when are these new dates?
I don't know, but they were postponed.
They canceled until further notice.
No, postponed.
It's canceled until further notice.
Okay, so how do you?
Canceled.
So okay,
I understand with you. I hear you. Okay. That's fine. But still, Neo, girl, bye. You can have a boat, not a boat. You can have a studio on your thing, and you can do your thing on there.
Not everybody works like that. Dates. Not everybody works like that. You have to realize that not everybody works like that.
I'm just not feeling that.
Just like, for instance, me and you record videos
because first of all, he been crying. He was crying on stage because he couldn't perform. And now that you do have a chance to perform and you're well at what you do, you can't give them a show. I just don't think it's fair that he did that. But what can we do? He said y'all gotta wait another day.
Yeah. So what's the problem?
The problem is he shouldn't have done it if he couldn't commit to it.
What?
He shouldn't have set up those days if he couldn't commit to it.
Oh, so then that goes for certain artists who cancel when they don't commit.
You damn right.
Okay.
You damn right.
Well,
you damn right. Do you want me to argue with you about my girl? Because
I'm just saying. No, she's not the only one that's done it.
But I'm not.
She's not the only one that's done it. But I'm saying, don't knock Neo for actually telling his fans the reason why he postponed.
But that's not fair.
Knock him.
It's not fair.
What do you mean that's not fair?
It's not fair when you cancel due to you doing an album. It's not fair when you cancel and still have no explanation. It's still not fair to cancel on someone when you're physically able to do the job that you're supposed to do.
You keep saying that, oh, he could have a tour on it. Some artists don't work like that. Just because Lady Gaga rides around with studios on her tour bus.
I'm sure she's not the only one.
Rihanna. But then look how Rihanna sounds. Rihanna sounds like she records on a tour bus. Hell, when she's singing live, she sounds like she's on a tour bus.
No, because when Rihanna records, she sings like no other.
But when she's singing live, she sounds like she's on a tour bus, hitting all types of speed bumps. Okay?
What is the next subject?
I just don't want my boy Neo to be demonized for doing the right thing.
Neo.
I just think he was doing the right thing. The next subject is Sweetheart, who kept asking Kevin and I to talk about this subject again. Please don't write me on Facebook again about this, because this is not the first time you wrote me on Facebook about it. I mean, thank you. And you know, we actually took the time to talk about what you wanted us to talk about. We ran
I was supposed to call Neo all kinds of names. No, I just don't think that's right.
Who was supposed to call him all types of names?
She was mean to Neo in that letter. Like,
yeah, it was.
But I mean, I understand your frustration because, girl, let that bitch cancel March 19th, March 26th, and March 29th. Oh, watch what happened on YouTube. Let her postpone anything. I mean, like, bitch, I done spent my money to go to Atlanta for you. And for Wrestlemania too. By the way, to all my wrestling fans out there, The Rock is returning at WrestleMania. He is hosting WrestleMania 27, and I will be in attendance at the Georgia Dome. So if you do not have your tickets, go to WWE.com or go to Ticketmaster.com and get y'all tickets for WrestleMania because it's in Atlanta and it's going to fucking pop. And I'm excited that The Rock is coming back, even though, I got to talk about wrestling now.
Yeah.
Even though I feel that, he's not really loyal to the WWE like they are loyal to him. I'm glad that he's back.
But I thought he switched careers.
He switched careers.
And he's a damn good actor, too.
I totally understand because, first of all, when you're young, they be taking them pills, and a lot of wrestlers die young. So he's saying that he just wanted to be champion and he wanted to be this big-time movie star. Mm-hmm. But now that you accomplished that, okay, now what's next? You are a big-time movie star. You were a big-time wrestler. So you're saying you want to keep going to what's next. You're a football star. You was a wrestler. You was a movie star. Now what do you want to do? So you said you got what you wanted and you moved on to the next. But you still doing movies and you have not moved on to the next. So I'm not believing that story, Rock. I believe that you got out of there so your body won't be all banged up. Just keep it real. You see these people dying from these painkillers and everything. So that's not the way you wanted to go.
Are you saying that you want him to come back to wrestling?
I wanted him to come back
because that's what it sounds like.
What I want him to do is do like them little special shows, like Raw 15th Anniversary or old school wrestlers and stuff.
Okay,
like stuff like that.
Let me ask you a question. Yep. If you're saying that the excuse that he gave was a lie and he should just be real and say the real reason why he quit was because he doesn't want his body to be banged up and this, that, and the third, then why would you want him to come back?
No, I didn't say come back to wrestle.
Yeah, no.
But I just want him to acknowledge what made him the star he is today. Acknowledge them. You haven't done anything with them for 7 years. What? You haven't done 7 years. Every time they try to get him to do something, no, I can't do. Oh no, I can't do. I'm never coming back to wrestling. We understand you're not wrestling no more. We understand that. But acknowledge the company that put you where you are. But that's all. I don't care if he ever wrestles again. But I'm glad that he's back. Like he came back, he took over the show for 20 minutes. I'm glad, but I just don't. I'm just not feeling his excuse on why he never did anything with the WWE for 7 years.
I kind of understand your frustration. I do.
I mean, is this from a fan standpoint?
Yeah, no, that's why I said I kind of understand your frustration because, I understand your frustration. Because going back, I hate to bring up my girl, but going back to my girl, I think that if she were to do interviews in the future and never acknowledge the fact that she was in Destiny's Child, I think I would be like, well, how come you don't acknowledge them? But since she does acknowledge them in almost every interview where she speaks about her girls and doing this, and then I think the good thing about her acknowledging them is like on her tours, like she'll do old Destiny's Child songs, and so I think I kind of agree with your frustration about him acknowledging them, but at the same time I like The Rock better as an actor because I think he's a damn good actor.
He's good. He's good at what he do, but I just
when he left, I stopped watching wrestling, so that was years ago.
But look, Rock, you older now, and I know you don't want to beat and bang up on your body and stuff, but. I'm glad you're back.
Speaking of Postponed.
How did we start talking about that?
Speaking about Postponed, I hear that Wendy Williams is going to be a new contestant on this season, on the 12th season of Dancing with the Stars. And she's supposed to be moving out to L.A. where they do Dancing with the Stars. But I hear that she's not going to be doing her show, that she's going to be postponing it for a while. Because when you do Dancing with the Stars, you have to do a lot of rehearsal.
Well, look, Wendy, if you need someone to take over your show, bam.
Wait, who are you pointing at?
Us.
Oh.
Bam.
I don't know.
Well, why can't she? Well, I know she got the rehearsals and stuff. Yeah.
I mean,
but
I kind of agree.
She also has a show that she has to do.
Yeah, that's true. But
so I don't know how. That's
she also has another show that she's going to be hosting.
You're on GSN.
I think that'd be too. I think I kind of. Is that a cat?
Yes.
Where is it at?
Outside. In the window, I think.
In the window.
But Wendy,
I don't live here.
I don't think she should do it only because she has a show.
And clearly that cat doesn't live here either. That's why he's meowing from the window.
That's her fault.
Yeah, so whatever. David LaChappelle is suing Rihanna. Now, remember, like 2 videos ago, when S&M first came out, you were criticizing Rihanna and her team for not being original, and I was taking up for her.
Wait, for which one?
S&M? Yeah, remember how
upset? Yeah, I was loving it and everything.
Yeah, you loved the video, but you didn't like the fact that they weren't original in the video.
Wait, I didn't know that she wasn't original before. Before all of that, I didn't know.
Yeah, but you said...
I was saying that Melina is showing some originality because...
No, I thought you said that she wasn't original. Because I think...
No, her previous videos all looked alike. And I'm like, this is something totally different for her. And I was happy for her. And then a couple days later...
we found out that video was actually... How do you say... What word? Like
plagiarism.
Like taken from famed photographer David LaChappelle in some of his artwork throughout the years. And it was funny because, of course, you know, people on the internet, they can find stuff so fast. Mm-hmm. And I found this thing where
all the pictures.
It had all the pictures that David LaChappelle had done in his career, and it had clips of Rihanna's S&M video side by side, and it was like, oh my God, like they literally took the entire video and they took all his pictures and made a music video out of it. And it was like really, 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 really crazy because a lot of people were throwing Rihanna under the bus, and I feel as though when it comes to something like that, I think that even though I think that the artist should take some responsibility, I also think that the person who came up with the idea of the video, whether it be the director or whoever, should take a lot of responsibility too. And as we all know, what's her name that directed this?
Melina.
Yeah, Melina's good for, you know, dibbling, dabbling, and other people's stuff and using it in music videos. What really surprised me was when Perez Hilton, who was in the S&M video, came out and blasted Rihanna, saying that if you were going to take stuff from
Wait. Let's see. They said that wasn't Perez Hilton that said it. It was David LaChappelle who tweeted it. And I guess Perez Hilton retweeted it. I don't know what happened, but it wasn't Perez. So, because, oh my God, so many people sent comments.
But don't you think that's kind of shady for him to retweet that? Especially when he was in the video. That's like
Yeah, it is.
That's like you taking an idea from another YouTuber, and then that YouTuber tweets something about you, and then I go and retweet what that YouTuber said about you. That'd be shady on my part to do that.
Yep.
And I think that was shady on Perez's part to do that. Like, you were in the music video, and yet then you go, and then I still don't think he retweeted it. I think he actually said that. But whether he said it or not, if he retweeted it, it was still shady on his part to do that, because Rihanna, whoever's name is on that lawsuit, y'all gonna have a lot to deal with Mr. LaChappelle.
Y'all better settle out of court.
Yeah, y'all better settle out of court.
There ain't no way you can fight it.
No, it's not. It ain't no. It's not.
The last subject, we got 2 more subjects. Britney Spears and Lady Gaga. Britney Spears released her new music video, Hold It Against Me. I believe that video was... The video reminded me of Whip My Hair with all the colors spewing everywhere.
I haven't seen that.
It reminded me of, you know, this had so many product placements in it. It was just hype so bad. Like, every day you get a new Britney clip, and when you watch the video together, it's like, okay. The fight scene, I think, was horrible. But I like the colors and everything, but it didn't live up to Britney. It did not live up to the hype of the video. And I think that it could have been better besides the damn product placement.
Is her body, did she have her body back?
Think of Telephone with all the product endorsements in the video. Think of it like that, but she's standing there in a white dress. She's go up and she come down. She's barely dancing.
Which gives you the indication that she just doesn't have it anymore when it comes to that.
I just hope she gets better.
Because I'm sure if she still had it, she would have been dancing her ass off.
Yeah, I want her to, like...
Yeah. Because Britney Spears, we all know Britney Spears when she first came out as a dancer, and she was just... Well, she was never a good dancer, but I mean, she was someone who could put on a good show.
Yeah. I mean, I love the colors and everything in the video, but it just did not live up to the hype. I'm mad that it didn't live up to the hype, because I love the song now, because at first I was like, ugh. But the stands on Twitter,
oh yeah, well,
every day, like they doing their job, and
yeah,
if I were them, I would kind of feel let down a little bit.
Well, a stand is not going to do that.
Yeah, of course.
A stand's not going to do it in public anyway. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a lot of criticizing that I do about my girl, as you know, but I would never do it in public. And because that's not my job. My job is not to criticize her in public. My job is to critique her and tell her what she can do better. But my job is not to get on camera and say, Beyonce, girl, that is not my job. My job is to say Beyonce is the best entertainer in the world today, okay? And ain't nobody better than her. That is my job. So Britney stans are doing their job. I'm sure we can get a few of them off camera that'll say, oh, it was horrible. I'm sure we could.
So I mean, this is crazy that everything is like Britney versus Gaga.
Oh yeah.
First, Britney's broke the records, and then the blogs was throwing shade at Gaga and Beyonce, and yeah, this ain't gonna happen for them. And now all of a sudden that Gaga's breaking records, everybody's kissing Gaga ass and saying, "Oh yeah, she left Britney in the dust." Like, stop putting them in the same category. Only thing that Lady Gaga and Britney Spears had together is that they both do pop music. Because Gaga sings better. Technically, she's dancing better. She has, the hits. Come on, like
I think that would be a hot ass video if all three of them made a hot ass video.
And then
Britney, Gaga, and Beyonce in a video together, like a hot that would be all that. It would really
Britney got to get her.
Yeah, Britney, you have to get
dancing back.
Yeah, you gotta get your dancing back, girl. Because to see the three of y'all in a video together, that would really, really slay. That would really slay. But are we done with that?
Yeah, and another thing, Lady Gaga, Born This Way versus Express Yourself. Like I said, express yourself, baby, because you were born this way. I love Born This Way. I woke up this morning with that song stuck in my fucking head. I don't know if there's anybody else out there that has that song stuck in their head, but I just do. I don't care what the media says about, Britney and Madonna. Not Britney and Madonna. Gaga and Madonna. Clearly, come on. Nicki Minaj, Little Kim, Madonna, Lady Gaga. She is heavily influenced by this woman. Mm-hmm. If Madonna ain't... See, I'm loving the route that Madonna's taking. I haven't heard anything from Madonna. She doesn't diss her. No, come, this is what you should be doing with Nicki Minaj. Like, embrace her. That's what Madonna's doing, embracing Gaga. But, I just hope that everyone stops this, oh, Madonna's mad at Gaga. Gaga copied Express Yourself. Yes, it sounds like it, but who gives a damn? It's breaking records everywhere. It sold 1 million fucking copies in 5 days worldwide. The song is #1 on iTunes. The song is doing way better than Express Yourself has ever done. But so what? Who cares? Gaga is influenced by Madonna. But soon, I want to see... just Gaga, just no comparisons between her and Madonna. I don't want to see it no more.
There's always going to be a comparison. Yeah, it is.
But look, there's a time where someone is the queen, and then it's time for the new person to come up, and you're going to be compared to them.
Every generation is a new person.
Beyonce is always going to be compared to Diana Ross and Tina Turner, always.
But you see how both Tina and Diana, especially Tina, embrace her. So
I'm waiting for Gaga and Madonna to do something.
Yeah. Like you said, Madonna has not yet come out and say any, and they even did a skit together on SNL.
Last year.
Little Kim, that's what you need to be doing, is taking that route. And okay, you feel as though Nicki Minaj disrespected you in the past. Okay, fine, you are an adult. Both of y'all are adults. Let it go, sweetheart. Let it go. Okay, let it go. I was on Twitter today actually talking to, remember that guy on YouTube from The Guy Show, who made those videos about us and said first he didn't like me, and then he turned around and didn't like you anymore. I was on Twitter today talking to him, and it was like, and he said to me, I think we both started off on the wrong foot. Okay, we did start off on the wrong foot, but I'm not holding anything against him. I mean, he made those videos about us on YouTube and was saying a lot of nasty stuff about us, but you have to be a bigger person to just let it go. Okay, Little Kim, just let it go. I'm sure if Trent called or wanted to talk to me, I would talk to Trent from thatgrapejuice.com, because I'm not going to let something like that, something as minute as him saying that I kissed Beyonce's ass, make me not like, well, I can't say I like him, because I don't even know the man to like or not like, or to hate or not. You know, so Little Kim, you need to just let it go. Just let it go. Because you're too old for that, clearly. It shows in your face, too.
Old.
It does show in her face that she's too old for that. When you peel back the wax and stuff, it does show in her face.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Again, it is payday.
I'm sure it is showing her face, too, if you peel back her wax, too. I tried it, but I had to throw that in there. Because, I mean, we went from Little Kim's plastic surgery, and then he put up someone who's...
Yeah, Jana had her nose done. So
yeah,
what?
it's cute, though. It looks cute on that. Nene, you were dead wrong for saying that LaToya Jackson looks like Catherine, the friendly girl.
Nene is turning into Omarosa.
Nene,
she is becoming the public's...
a mess, and it's not
a public's nigga.
It's not cute. But anyway, wait, we gotta do Black History Fact. I found a Black History Fact that I thought was very interesting. I knew it for a while, but you know, so this week, you know, everything's been about Aretha Franklin, to the tribute to her weight loss. You know, 'cause she's lost a lot of weight. Some people think that she had surgery, weight surgery, and others say, well, it's because of the cancer that she had from the operation a few months ago. But then I remember Aretha Franklin's came out when somebody in her family, whoever the case may be, says she had cancer, and then I think she came out and said that she didn't have cancer. So it's like, well, what do you believe? Well, like, what story is it that we want to believe? But anyway, Black History Fact in the music sense. So you know, Aretha Franklin has over 18 Grammys. Oh, I think she has 18 Grammys.
I thought she had like 20-something Grammys.
Well, maybe she does have 20-something Grammys. I thought I counted 18. Whatever the case may be, she has a lot of Grammys. Yeah, hold on for 1 second while we find out what it is.
I thought she had like 20-something, and she got like an honorary Grammy.
Yeah, well, she just got a Grammy like not too long ago as well. I thought it was 18. I could be wrong.
She do have 18.
Yeah, 18. Okay, so Aretha Franklin...
And two honorary, so 20.
Yeah, 20 Grammys. But what I thought was very interesting is that for 8 years in a row, from 1968 to 1975, Aretha Franklin won the Best Female R&B Vocal Performance Grammy for 8 years in a row. That is like... has anybody recently done something like that? Like, as far as females is concerned?
Mm-mm.
Like, and I just started thinking to myself, you know how today, when somebody wins Grammys, that the public thinks that they shouldn't have won, and then everybody says, oh, the Grammys are rigged. I wonder if something like that would have happened today with Aretha Franklin, would we be yelling that? Or do you think people back then were saying that they thought the Grammys were rigged? Because 8 years in a row winning the same... in the same category.
But Aretha Franklin was singing back in her days.
Yeah, but a lot of it wasn't just... I mean, Aretha Franklin was singing, but so was Gladys. Mm-hmm. You know, so was Patty. Not to say that they probably weren't nominated, but I'm just saying she wasn't the only one that was singing. Patty was singing. Patty's still singing. Shout out to Patty LaBelle. Gladys Knight was singing. Chaka Khan was singing. You know, it was a lot of singers back then. So I'm just thinking, like, you know, I'm just thinking, like, 40 years ago, would it have been, oh, so-and-so is the Grammys are rigged? You know, I just want to know why it is that people, like, say that every time an artist that they feel as though shouldn't have won a Grammy say that it's rigged when an artist they think shouldn't have won wins. Because when an artist wins that I don't think should have won, I don't say, oh, it's rigged, because they won. Like, Esperanza Spalding won for Best New Artist. She, in my opinion, should not have won. But I didn't say it was rigged, you know. But that's just me. I just like to know. Why do you think that the Grammys are rigged?
Sometimes they are.
No, but why do you think that? You're not answering the question.
Because some songs do not fit certain categories and they win.
So you think it's rigged?
Yep.
Okay.
Not every category is rigged, but for some people it is.
It is.
Now, and some people I believe are just nominated just because of their name. Mm-hmm. And there's no way in hell Justin Bieber was going to win Best New Artist. Come on, without a doubt in my mind, I knew he should. Just because your face is everywhere, that doesn't make you the best. It comes to your quality. Listen. Let me talk. Can I talk?
But I didn't say that.
Okay, I know you didn't. But I'm talking.
Okay, so don't put words in your mouth.
But let me talk. No, I didn't put words in your mouth.
You did. You said just because your face is everywhere. I didn't say that.
No, I didn't say you said it.
Okay, but don't say it.
No, never mind.
I did say it.
No, I didn't say you said it.
Oh, okay. But don't say it as if
I didn't know. No, there's no don't say. I didn't say it.
Yeah. Don't say it.
Never mind, I'm done.
Just don't say it.
I'm done.
I'm done too. That was my Black History fact.
Okay. Thank y'all for watching.
Don't y'all just like his thing? Where you get that from?
Express.
Oh, that's your new shop now?
Mm-hmm.